I'm Laura Abell. How's everyone doing today?
Great.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good. All right. Now I'm going to start off with a short story about a woman named Colleen. Colleen was 27 and lacking health care when she noticed a lump in her breast through a self-diagnosis. Now this is not an issue you can choose to ignore, but she lacked the savings and lacked the health insurance to go see a private doctor, so she almost resorted to ignoring this issue when she was told about an organization called Planned Parenthood. When she contacted Planned Parenthood, she was able to get free examination and was able to be diagnosed with invasive stage 2 breast cancer. Without this diagnosis, she would not be where she is today, whether that is healthy or even alive. I've been reading multiple stories of the life-saving things that Planned Parenthood has done for many people. I have spent hours of research on the services and the different views people have on Planned Parenthood. Now, this is a picture of Bernie Sanders, and it's a quote saying, "The current attempt to discredit Planned Parenthood is part of a long-term smear campaign by people who want to deny women in this country the right to control their own bodies." Now, why he's saying this is because recently Planned Parenthood is at risk of being defunded by strict legislators passed by congressmen. This is why we need you to show your support for Planned Parenthood. So what exactly is Planned Parenthood? Planned Parenthood is a trusted healthcare provider, an informed educator, passionate advocate, and a global partner helping similar organizations around the world. They deliver vital reproductive health services, sex education, and information to millions of people worldwide. Now, although that may sound concrete, there's still so many misconceptions, which is what leads Planned Parenthood to being defunded, because these misconceptions get circulated in the media and repeated, and people become against this wonderful organization. One of the most popular misconceptions is that our tax dollars are paying for abortions. This is not true. This is not true because legally they cannot use their fundings for abortion through Title X or through Medicaid. Through Medicaid, they do have some exceptions, the exceptions being cases of rape or life-threatening instances or incest. And I have a video to go along with that, just showing one of the common misconceptions that is repeated in the media.
Next on the Pray in Jesus' Name show, Dr. Chaps will pray about these important issues.
Here's a news-breaking story we're reporting at prayinjesusname.org, and that's how President Obama became the first sitting U.S. president to deliver a speech to Planned Parenthood. Well, it's not enough that he gave them $542 million to pay for abortions with your tax dollars last year, but now he's speaking to a crowd of about 1,000 people there. He stands up at the end of his speech, never mentions abortion, just talks about a woman's right to choose abortion. And at the end he says, "Thank you, Planned Parenthood. God bless you. God bless you." Is it possible, Mr. President, for God to bless the sin of murder?
Now, as I just said, Planned Parenthood does not use your tax dollars for paying for abortions. Those are privately funded. Another misconception is that abortion is the most popular service there. This is also false because only 3% of the services used each year is abortion. The rest of the services mainly used are services like STD and STI testing, contraceptives, and also breast cancer screenings and other cancer screenings. Another misconception is that Planned Parenthood is just for wealthy women, and they can easily find healthcare elsewhere if this is defunded. That is also false, because 75% of the people who use Planned Parenthood are living at or below 150% of the federal poverty line. Another misconception is that Planned Parenthood only provides services to women. Now, this is clearly false because they provide services to men, women, and also provide care to transgenders. And one of the last misconceptions I have listed is that Planned Parenthood can survive on only private donors. This is false because 40% of their income comes from Title X and Medicare, and they rely heavily on these programs. Planned Parenthood is the nation's leading sexual and reproductive healthcare provider, as well as the nation's largest provider of sexual education and helping approximately 4,665,000 men, women, and young people a year. So I bet you're wondering what Planned Parenthood actually does. They provide many services like contraceptives, like I mentioned, STD, STI testing, cancer screenings like Colleen, and they provide pap tests, transgender health services, condoms, examinations, HIV prevention, and even vaccines. Overall, Planned Parenthood prevents at least 579,000 unattended pregnancies a year. Because of this, we need to support Planned Parenthood. If Planned Parenthood goes defunded, then we are at risk of a national healthcare crisis. So what can you do? Some things you can do are correct misconceptions when you hear them in conversation with your friends. You can educate your friends and your family, even if it's just a friendly conversation, and you hear these misconceptions, you can talk about them, talk about what you learned here today. Or, if you'd like to take more action, you can go to this website, I Stand with Planned Parenthood, and you can write to Congress. It'll walk you through the steps on writing what you're passionate about. You may also donate if you wish. For more information, you can also visit PlannedParenthood.org. And these are my picture references. These are my references. I encourage you all to show your support for Planned Parenthood. Does anyone have any questions?